What's up, guys? Welcome to our Week 3 recap of our March Madness Bracket Challenge.
Yes, and Week 3 we had the Sweet 16 and Elite 8, so it was a big week this week.
It was a big week, and we now know who our Final Four teams are. But before we get there,
yes,
let's talk about round 3. So this was our Sweet 16 matchups, and
yes,
there were a couple surprises.
There were. So starting off in the Princess Region, we had Beauty and the Beast versus Moana.
Beauty and the Beast dominated.
Which
again.
Was expected.
I think so.
I think.
Yeah.
The next one, though, we had Tangled versus Aladdin. This one was a surprise to me, anyway.
This wrecked a lot of people, myself included. I really thought Aladdin would go through, and Tangled pulled off the upset.
I know. I think a lot of people had Aladdin, not just in their Final Four, but their top 2, and some even champions.
I know.
So,
sorry.
Yeah, that one wrecked a lot of people.
Better luck next year.
Right. So moving into our hero region, we had Encanto versus Hercules.
And this one was closer than I thought, but when Encanto upset Big Hero 6, I thought, man, anything is possible, but Hercules beat out Encanto.
And that one hurt me because I had Encanto in my Final Four, so that one hurt a little bit.
But a Goofy movie rolled on, took out Tarzan.
Well, I never thought a Goofy movie would make it this far, honestly.
I know, but at this point, I'm starting to believe. I'm like, if a Goofy movie goes Final Four, I'm going to have to pay up.
For sure. Yeah, we'll get there.
Because it wasn't close. It was 62%. Like, dominated.
Dominated Tarzan, absolutely. Yeah, so...
Animal Region.
You had Lion King versus Winnie the Pooh. No surprise.
Can anybody stop Lion King?
I honestly don't know. I don't know.
That was my choice to win it all, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anyone can stop it, because Lion King continues to just dominate. 74%.
Yeah. Then you had Jungle Book versus Zootopia.
Yeah.
Which...
I thought it was closer than... I didn't expect Jungle Book to do as well as it did.
I agree. I was just going to say the same thing. But yeah, Zootopia won that one. And
Which it kind of felt like Lion King and Zootopia were destined to face each other out of the Animal Region the whole time.
I agree. Yeah. But moving on to our region of death, as we call it, the Pixar region, it's... You had Monsters, Inc. versus Up. I
did not think Up would lose.
I didn't either. I had Up going to my Final Four.
And I mean, it was pretty close, 54% to 46%, but I really thought that Up would do better, and it honestly never did. Like, it never got ahead.
I don't think it did. It was
always behind.
It was always Monsters, Inc. Yeah. And then you had Toy Story versus Ratatouille. And Ratatouille made it a lot further than I thought, because, to be fair, at the very beginning, I did not think Ratatouille would be Incredibles.
Well, it barely beat Coco.
Yes.
But Toy Story, I think a lot of people suspected that the OG would come out of the Pixar region, and it's doing what people expected it to do.
Yeah.
People love Toy Story. It's what started it all. That was a dominating performance. Now it's on to the Elite Eight.
Elite Eight. So moving back to our Princess region, we have Beauty and the Beast versus Tangled.
Well, and this is what's really interesting, because 3 out of our 4 in the Elite Eight, those matchups, were a 60-30 split.
That's crazy.
There was only one of them that was different. And once again, that was Lion King. But in this round, the Elite Eight, like, nothing was really that close.
No, it really wasn't. So Beauty and the Beast beat Tangled.
I know. It was a great run by Tangled, though.
It was.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah.
Tangled fans, you carried her through a long way.
Yep. Hercules beat a Goofy movie.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, is okay. I think we're okay with it.
It is.
I'm okay with it.
I started making plans on, like, how I was going to, like, pay up.
No, he did.
So part of me is relieved that I didn't have to do what I suspected I would have to do. But also part of me was sad. Like, I totally, like, bought into the Cinderella story of a Goofy movie.
Goofy movie. Yeah, a number 14 seed making it to the Elite Eight.
I mean, crazy. Truly.
Yeah.
Especially when all of the other seeds... Now, Monsters, Inc. is a 9 seed, but, like, a 14 seed making it to the Elite Eight...
Yeah.
That's a Cinderella story.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful run, but Hercules ultimately comes out of the hero region, which, I mean, kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Animal Region, you had Lion King versus Zootopia. Like we mentioned, Lion King, there was really no competition
74%. Like, the Lion King continues to dominate. So, again, I mean, of all the movies in all the regions, that one has been the most dominant of all.
Absolutely. Yep. Agree. And then Pixar, you had Monsters, Inc. versus Toy Story.
And that's where Toy Story kind of flexed its little toy muscles, because Monsters, Inc. did not hold up against Toy Story, which would have made me very curious to see if Up would have done any better.
Yeah.
But I think Toy Story was just meant to come out of the Pixar region. So now in the Final Four, Beauty and the Beast, Hercules, Lion King, and Toy Story.
I don't know. So Beauty and the Beast versus Hercules, I think prediction, which I did not expect. I think it might be Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, I think it'll be Beauty and the Beast. I've kind of thought all along that it was Beauty and the Beast and Lion King on a crash course for each other in the championship. But I don't know that we really know how Toy Story will do. I think that's the biggest wild card.
I agree. So then you'll have Lion King versus Toy Story, which Lion King, again, we've said has been dominating this whole time. I'm curious to see if it will dominate over Toy Story, because I don't think that it will. I think it will still win, but I don't think it's going to be as dominant as it has been.
So looking at the trends of our past matchups that got us here, there were some that were a lot closer leading up to that Elite Eight round when it was kind of blown open.
Yeah.
I think these Final Four rounds are probably going to be close matchups.
Yes.
Especially Lion King and Toy Story.
Yep.
I worry that Hercules won't be able to hang with Beauty and the Beast, but who's to say?
We'll see. There are some Hercules fans out there.
There are, but
who knows?
Of all the brackets that we received, this is what's really crazy.
Crazy.
2 of them have a perfect Final Four.
That is insane to me. I have one in the Final Four.
It's especially insane because, now looking at it, it makes sense, but it could very easily have been another movie out of Pixar.
Absolutely.
Very easily could have been another movie out of Heroes Region. Again, I kind of felt like Beauty and the Beast and Lion King were always destined to come out of their regions, but of all the brackets, only 2 remain with a perfect Final Four. However,
this is,
it's still anybody's game because 8 of the brackets still have both championship teams remaining. So
that is crazy.
If you chose Beauty and the Beast versus Toy Story or Lion King versus Hercules, there's 8 brackets that still have a perfect championship matchup still set.
So it really is anybody's game at this point.
Let's go to the leaderboard because McKay Allen right now has 114 points, which seems like a pretty large lead. But once again, if things don't break his way, he could lose. So Unk came out of nowhere and jumped into the top 10. 101 points. Back in it. Life Could Be a Theme still holding on strong with 100. Hall Marcus Channel has 90. Matt and Chippewa's tied with him at 90 points. Disney Dad of 1 has fallen to number 6. He messaged us on Instagram and said how the mighty have fallen. But he's still in it. That's the craziest thing, is he's still in it with 84 points. SJ Brower, RR Collectibles, and Love Obby all have 82 points. And then rounding out our top 10 is Jake Bangater at 81. So
it is still anybody's game, though.
There's still realistically 6 people who could absolutely win this.
Which is crazy.
It's crazy.
But so moving on to next week. So we're going to take Monday off, and Tuesday we will vote on our Final Four. Then we will take Wednesday off because we want to make sure that we've got plenty of time to make sure that everybody's got their votes in. And then Thursday, we will do our championship, and Friday, we will announce the winner.
Now, we do have a plan if things come down and if votes happen to be tied, because again, we did almost see that. There was one matchup where it came in at the last minute, and that was Goofy Movie versus Lilo and Stitch. If there is a perfect tie in the number of votes, we will run it again.
We will run it again.
Until we get a clear outright winner.
Absolutely.
But this is going to be wild.
It's going to be wild.
This has been so fun. We are so grateful for everybody supporting this and getting behind it. It has been amazing to interact with you guys more than we ever have before. and to just see so many people come and vote. It's been outstanding. We're so pumped that we finally did this, and it's been so well received.
Well, and we already have people who are like, what are you doing next year? So like put in the comments, like let us know what you would like to see next year. Like we've talked about villains, sidekicks, songs, like I mean, it's wide open. And we've got a year to figure it out. But like if there's really something that you want to see, let us know.
Right. We're loving all of the ideas. Keep them coming. Again, it is a little bit of a process to put this together because again, we've got to have regions, we've got to figure out seating, but
it was so fun to put together.
We love it. We kind of have a few ideas for next year, but we want to hear from you guys. So let us know in the comments what you want to see for next year's bracket challenge.
Yep. Until next time, TTFN.